beautiful one. Welcome back to Perfectly Posa podcast. I am your host, Posa herself. How far? How not day? How have you been? Welcome to the month of November. Guys, we've just got 2 months left for this year to end. And I'm still very excited to be in the month of November. I'm already exhausted for 2022. I'm looking forward to 2023 and what other things that are going to be happening for us. But since this is November and it's officially my birthday month, my birthday season, I'm super excited because there are big things happening in November. Big things are going to be happening for us. It's a transformative month. It's the month of greater heights. It's the month of collecting, achieving, reaping, harvesting all the things that we have been working towards, working towards for the past 1 year. And over the past 1 year, I speak all the things that we need into existence in the month of November. So because it's the month of November, I think in this episode I'm going to be talking about birthdays and why it is important to celebrate. And I'm going to be talking about this in the light of my experience of my journey so far. So I guess what time is it? It's story time. So I'm going to be taking you guys back and then bringing you back to the present. When I mean going back, I'm going to take you back to when I first had a memory about my birthday being celebrated. Growing up, birthday celebrations was never really my mom's thing. I mean, she would give us gifts, she would buy us clothes, maybe a new toy. For me, she could get me a new dress. When I go into the university, she would get me a hair, she would get me a new bag or something. But my mom was never big on celebrating. I never had a birthday party growing up as a child. No, I don't remember. I don't remember having one. We never had cake for myself. I think for my siblings, it's when I got older, we started to do things like that. Even for my mom's birthday, when I got older, we started to do things like that. So my mom wasn't necessarily a celebrating type. So I grew up not having a birthday party. And this is for all my siblings. I would think the ones that did have a birthday party, we celebrated them as their siblings. When was my first birthday party? You might be wondering, right? It was when I was in boarding school. I think I was in GSS 2 or GSS 3, and I remember on that day, I used to always say that I love cake. I would love to receive cake for my birthdays. I want to get those notes, those cards. Like, I just liked my birthday. I think it was the one time that I truly just let go and I celebrated and I could be selfish. So I remember, I think GSS 2, GSS 3, I woke up and someone was singing happy birthday to me with cake, Gary cake. If you went to boarding school, you know what Gary cake is. It's a mixture of Gary, chocolate, the molded sugar and all of that. So I opened my eyes and my friend, Noye at that time, had cake for me. Gary cake, and I was just amazed. I was like, how far? She said, she did it in the night and I'd gone to bed and she just wanted to celebrate me. I've never had a cake, this, yada yada. And I was excited. I was so grateful. I blew up the cake, I took a slice. Even though I don't like chocolate, I ate it because it was, someone celebrated me. And that was like my first memory of my birthday and being celebrated. And over the course of, when I was in boarding school, Noye kept doing that. And I genuinely don't know the reason why she kept baking me cake for every birthday. Yes, I'll say bake because it's a lot of thoughts for her to do that. So, and now she's actually a baker. She actually bakes cake now. She bakes the most marvelous cake now. But that was what she did for my birthday. And then I moved. I went to the university. And I remember the first time Esther was asking me about my birthday when I was in the university. And I was like, I've never really had like a major celebration. It's always been, maybe I get presents from my parents and maybe a couple of cards from friends. but I've never really had like a major celebration. And she was like, oh really? So if you were to celebrate, what would you like? So I told her, oh, I always watch this American movies, high school movies, where you see friends and family gather, they shout surprise, go to the beach, there's food, there's party. I just want to celebrate my favorite people. Now this was just in a conversational style. I wasn't expecting anything out of it. And when my birthday came that year, Esther woke me in the morning and said, oh, we're going to the beach today. And I was super excited, me and water. I was so excited. And I was like, yeah, I wore a new clothes. I wore black laces. I will look for pictures and I'll put them up here. And please don't laugh at me. If I put these pictures, don't laugh at me. But I'll try to get pictures, trooper pictures. And I was super excited. We went to the beach. It was a fabulous time. The beach was completely filled with people, and if you know Esther even one bit, the girl is the most friendly person you could ever meet. She's always making friends, and we got talking to a couple of people. We had lots of pictures. She even packed lunch, so we sat down and ate. We spent the entire day at the beach, and that's like my happy place. I was super grateful for how that birthday was, and I thought that was it. And then we went home, and when we got home, I walked up the stairs. I opened the door, and the next thing, the light came on and everyone screamed, surprise! Oh my god, I was flabbergasted. I was beyond amazed. It felt unreal. It felt like a movie. I could see my favorite people in one room. There was BJ, there was Winnie. Everyone was just in that one space, and I was just speechless. And I turned to Esther, I was like, is this what all your calls have been about? Because I know she's been making like tiny calls, but I didn't really think there was a surprise. I didn't think it because I couldn't imagine someone doing that for me, right? I just felt like there was something fishy. Maybe my friends were home, but not at the scale that I saw it. There was food, peppered meat, and all that. So they're like, okay, go change, go wash off the water, the sea, and come back. So I changed. I took my quick bath. So like, guys, I was inside the bathroom like this, and I was out. A very quick bath. And I donned on a red gown. I had this new red gown. I always used to have clothes I had never worn. That's my policy in life. I still do it now. I always have one or two items of clothes that are new, I've never worn, so that they just call me to come for an event unprepared or something. I always have something to wear. So I donned on another new red gown, short. And then I came outside and they started singing happy birthday to me. And I turned back and I saw BJ, I think, coming out with a Barbie cake. Guys, it was my utmost fantasy and wish to have a Barbie cake. At that time, my nickname was Barbie. So you can imagine, I screamed. I would look for the picture again, I'll add it. I screamed. I was so excited. I was like, what is this really happening? A real Barbie cake? It was my first cake ever, and it was Barbie cake. And I think it was in that moment I knew I was going to love Esther forever. I knew I was going to have her back. I knew that there was nothing that could really separate us. Yeah, we might not talk every day, but I just knew that this person was going to be in my life forever, because she listened. She heard everything that I said to her about what I would just want my birthday to be, and she made it happen. And forever I would love her for that. And guys, it was after the surprise, I think I cried at some point. Oh well, I'm a crybaby, so it's not unimaginable to hear that I cried. So I cried. I was super excited. We had fun. There was dancing. Someone even sang a special birthday song for me, Mario. At that time, oh God, these memories. Oh, I was asked to pick a guy out of the crowd to dance with. It was just amazing. I had my first alcohol game at that party. We had a showdown competition. It was amazing, guys. It was the start of how my birthday was going to be. and that was the first major birthday celebration. I remember my last birthday celebrations when I was leaving the university. This time around, I was super excited for it. I pushed for everything. I planned everything. I arranged it. We went to the club. We came back. We had fun. My friend Winnie went to the club with me, and guys, Winnie loves the way you can pull her. When you can pull her to the club, it was super amazing. It was super fun. I celebrated with my closest people, and so for me, birthdays were like really special. It was the one day that I felt like I could celebrate myself. It was the one day that I felt like it could be all about me without feeling guilty, without feeling selfish. So I used to put in my effort. When I celebrated, I never really had such big. I've never had a photo shoot before, like a birthday photo shoot. It wasn't about that for me. It was just celebrating in a way that mattered to me. So when I say celebrating, it could be just really sitting out with friends, eating, going out, coming back home, and I felt really good. So I will now tell you about my last intentional birthday celebration. It was in 2017. 2017, like my friend would say, it was rough for everyone. Everyone was going through it in 2017. It didn't feel like that in 2017. I felt like I was the only one dealing with life. But when I hear some of the things, when we see some of the things that happened in 2017, I realized that everyone was dealing with one thing or the other. So for 2017, my birthday, my mom had been ill, like terribly ill. In the course of 2017, she was in and out of the hospital all the time. So you could say I've had a rough year at that time. You could say my birthday is in November, so it's literally at the end of the year. So you could say like I've had like a really, really rough year. So when my birthday came, my friend Ochiko asked me, "What do you want to do for your birthday this year?" I was like, to be honest, I would just like to go to the club. Not just any club, maybe a strip club, and dance and party and just loud music and let all this stress go away from my body. One of the ways I relieve stress is by dancing. So I told her that, but again, I didn't really see it really happening. I just thought it was one of those things that I would say, and it would never happen. I got celebrated in the office. Somehow I got celebrated in the office. Ochiko was there. I was happy, and I thought that was it. I thought that was all it was for my celebration at that time. So Ochiko said, "Oh, let's go home, let's try and eat, let's try and sleep and be prepared." I said, "Be prepared for what?" She said, "Oh, we are going clubbing." I was like, "What shit?" I was like, "What kind of boss?" She said, "Oh, we are going to a strip club." Oh, guys, I was in heaven. Like, it was super amazing. And we slept, we woke up, got ready, we went to the strip club. Guys, I danced. Hey! We got to the point, me and Ochiko were dancing on the pole. That was how much we had fun. It was completely magical. I know I'm associating magical with a strip club, but that was how it was for me at that time. And I was just able to forget all that was happening in my life. The next day, which was on the 18th, was a colleague's birthday, and I was HR at the time, so we had to go out to celebrate her. It was a Saturday. We went swimming, and guys, I don't think I was present in that swimming. I thought it was going to be a way to just die down or let the fire shimmer down from my birthday celebration, but it was a lot. My mom's body had taken the worst turn, and I was getting calls from here and here we had to do. We were talking about immediate surgery, talking about monies, like monies they were calling. Like, I was wondering in my head, what, me? Like, where are these monies going to come from for me and siblings? And I spent the entire next day after my birthday on calls up and down, and then on Sunday, that was on the 19th, my mom passed away. And that began a whole new journey for me. And I remember I told myself, when they finally said to me that my mom had passed away, I told myself that, you fool, you were out there On Friday, partying, celebrating. Who are you? Who are you to be going to the club and going to go and dance when your mom is in the hospital dying? You're such a terrible daughter. This is me to myself. No one said this to me. Just me to myself. Such a terrible daughter. Is this the kind of life you want to live? You're out buying drinks. Yes, not necessarily me paying for the drinks, guys, but you could have collected this money. If you had collected this money and when they had called you and talked about surgery, you'd have had like a good amount of money ready. Like, are you a fool? Who does that? Who goes to the club when their mom is sick and dying? And now what are you going to do? She's dead. It could have been better for you to travel. Oh my God. I whipped myself. You could, and translate, physically whipping yourself, translated into an emotional whip. I whipped myself. And I think the worst part of it was that in that week before my birthday, I got an urging in my spirit to sow a seed. And I called some certain people to talk about this. Please, I couldn't go to the church, but can they please send me account number that I could transfer the money to or something? But they were delayed. I think they said something about they had closed the financial books for 2027 and 2017, and they're doing some calculations as please, and there was not very sure. There was no story that I cannot really remember clearly right now, so I didn't sow that seed. And when my mom passed away, I was like, if you had even sowed that seed, this would have been better. This. And I said, you know what? I am never celebrating my birthday again. I do not deserve to celebrate my birthday. My mom is gone. I do not deserve to celebrate my birthday. And 2017 became the last time that I intentionally celebrated myself. So I was already living a roller coaster life, right? But my birthdays were the one day that I truly took out to celebrate me. And now it felt like I did not take out any time anymore to feel special. I did not take out any time anymore to just pamper myself, to just groom myself and be happy. 2018 came, 2019, 2020 came. During my birthdays, I mostly just disappear. I stopped talking on social media. I stopped really picking calls. I don't say anything about it. I didn't feel like I should be loved. My friends tried. They will still try to do something. They will still want to take me out. Sometimes they will come. They will sit down. Maybe one or two at that time. They'll sit down with me, just gist with me. I tried. I just tried to be in it, but I was never really in it, because once that week comes, I begin to whip myself. I begin to speak negative things to myself. The guilt was just never came. It was a lot. And I think that went on for 3 years. In 2021, I don't know what really happened, but my life started to take a different turn. I started doing things differently. I started relearning myself and putting into actions, remembering my original self, trying to go back to the default setting. And so I told myself that all these past 3 years, you haven't celebrated yourself. This one day that you used to take out for yourself, you stopped doing that. Now, take account. Has your life been better for not doing that? No, it hasn't. So I used to begin every new year with sadness, with so much hate for myself, so much guilt for myself. So how do I really think that my life is going to be better? It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me, and I decided to do something different. I knew that I wasn't ready to just jump into the celebration games. I knew that was not going to set me, make me take steps back. So I said, okay, let me do something different. I want to be with nature. I want to march the earth with my bare feet. I want to see water. I want to see animals. I want to see plants. So I went to a park. I went to a mini zoo, the mini zoo in Nasarawa, the snake farm. I went there, we saw animals, there were monkeys, ostriches, horses, fishes, snakes. I got to carry some. I'll try to leave pictures here as well. I got to hold some, and it was everything that I wanted. I went with just two of my friends and my baby sister. It was very quiet. There were badass pictures. We sat down, we ate. It was everything that I wanted. It was a tiny step towards regaining my life back. Now for 2022, will I say that everything I dreamed of, everything that I wanted has happened? No, it hasn't. But I can tell you that 2022 has been a different year in my life. I am seeing progresses in the kind of person I say I want to be. I see myself taking steps in the right direction. I see myself finding my voice once again. I'm able to voice out things that I feel like are not meant to be in my life. I'm able to chat my life with my voice. And that started with a single step of being intentional on my birthdays. So why did I tell you guys this story? I want to let you know that your birthdays are not days to be taken lightly. It's the official start of your journey. It's the day you came into this earth, and it is worth celebrating. And when I mean worth celebrating, it does not have to be in some society's standard. You know me, you know that I don't do it people's standard, I don't do it society's standard. I do what matters to me. I raise my standards, I create my standards for myself, and that's what I will want everyone to do on their birthdays. It's not about taking all those pictures, though if that is how you like to celebrate, awesome, go ahead, please do that. But it's not about taking pictures, it's not about bringing the entire world together. It's about celebrating you, the first day of your life, in the way you feel like it should be celebrated. Do not let go of the happiness you feel on the day that you were given birth to, because that day marks another 365 days of your life. How are you going to chat it? You say, oh Lord, in this new year that I am going to, I want to live from grace to grace. I want to go from higher to higher. I want to be new. I want to find love. And then on the first day of that new year, you are not raising your vibration. Instead, you are filling with negative energy. You're not happy. You're not satisfied. You feel unsatisfied. You feel like you're not at the level where you should be. That's the wrong day to be manifesting that. Your birthday is a powerful day in your life. It's a day where you can sit down and you can envision where you want your life to go. And I think the universe will just generally hear you. If you like to receive gifts, if you love to receive presents and you never really do that, have you been asking people about it? I'm someone who preaches, ask and you shall receive. I see a lot of these days people put out wish lists, and I feel like it's a very, very, very good tradition. I feel that one day in your life that you are free to put out any wish list you want to put out. It's your birthday. I mean, I'm on this earth today. I deserve to be celebrated. I'm in your life. If not for today, I wouldn't be in your life. So what the fuck are you not celebrating me for? That's the energy I see. Even though it's difficult for me to practice what I'm saying, I've never written a wish list. I thought about writing a wish list this year, but I still feel some sort of way about it. I feel squeamish, but it doesn't take from the fact that that is a good process. I'm not saying you should become some self-absorbed person, but I'm saying that it's okay for you to celebrate your birthday. It's okay for you to want to do the things you want to do. But most importantly, make sure you raise your vibrations on your birthday, because it sets the course for the next 365 days. If you want to receive happiness for the next 365 days, you have to be happy on day one. If you want to see love, you have to give love on day one. If you want to see money, you have to give money or spend money, and you will see for the rest of the 365 days. So having seen how it works, having seen that it actually works when you set your intentions right on your birthday, this year I'm doing it differently. I don't know what I'm going to do here, because to be quite honest, it's hard in Nigeria right now. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to be doing any of those photo shoots. But I know that I want to set my intentions right. Even if it's me just sitting down in my room, I'm going to be in a state of raising my vibration for the next 365 days. I'm going to be happy. I'm not going to let thoughts of my mom, thoughts of this, thoughts of that to ruin that day for me. I mean, November 19 will still come. I'll still have the entire day to mourn her, to miss her, to wish for her, to pray for her. I still have that day. It doesn't need to encroach on my birthdays. It took a lot for me to realize this and for me to say this to myself, and now even say it to others to hear. And that's growth. That's the definition of growth. So I've been talking about birthdays, and I know it's always going to be superb because we've got some surprise for you. Like I said, we're starting out with raising vibrations. Again, it's like Esther is tapped into the spirit and she just knows what I need, and she sent me a message in the middle of the night that I should check her status last week, and then I checked and she's doing a giveaway in my honor. Perfectly Positive Podcast honor. First giveaway ever we're going to be having on Perfectly Positive Podcast. This is the same Esther that did the surprise birthday. So here are the details of the giveaway. So for our first giveaway ever, courtesy Esther Agbaza, we are going to be giving data plan for the first 2 people who like, share, leave a comment, leave a review for every episode in the month of November. How exciting is that? For every episode in the month of November, 2 people that we are going to be sharing daytime to. Esther, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you. This was a perfect way to kick off November, and it just lets me know that when you set your intentions right, the universe will begin to align things to happen for you. Thank you for always wanting to celebrate me, for always wanting to make me, for always making me feel special on my birthday. Like, this is the very good start to 29. Yes, guys, I'm going to be 29. And you know the funny thing is that I am excited to go into my 30s because I just know that my 30s is for me. I just know that marvelous things are going to be happening in my 30s. Like, I am not afraid to go into my 30s. I'm not feeling old. In fact, I feel young. I feel like 30s I'm going to take over. I feel like 30s, I'm going to be in your screen, I'm going to be on every news, I'm going to be doing marvelous things, all the things that I have said I wanted to do, all the things that I have prayed, all the things that I have manifested. So, in giving way to my 30s, in preparing for my 30s, I'm going to be celebrating my entire 29 years on earth in the most fabulous styles. I'm going to be living every day in joy and happiness, knowing that all my dreams are already taking place, all my dreams are already happening, all the things that I pray for, they are here, guys, they are here. So, first giveaway ever. You want to cash in on that. It's not small data we're giving. Hey, watch it. We're not doing 1.5 gig here. So, guys, please turn on the notifications. Be ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready to cash in on the first giveaway ever on this podcast? Thank you, guys. Thank you. So, having said that, there's also something else that I am working on, and I think I can talk about it here. It's been turning on my mind about a way to show love this season, about a way to gift others this season. It's the end of the year. I mean, there are so many people who do not feel like they are loved from the beginning of the year to the end, but I feel like we could do better. We can do more at the end of the year to show people, to give them hope to start their new year. So I'm putting together a team of people, and we're going to be having our own version of a kitchen soup. Everything is still in the planning stage, it's still in the works, so I cannot really tell you what the title is yet. But I want for us to feed people this December. And I don't mean just giving them food like I see people do. Yeah, people do that. Just sharing a plate of food. No, I want to serve them. I want them to walk into a place and feel like they're in a restaurant. I want them to eat, be happy, be engaged, be left. When you're be left, you can think about other problems that you have. Problem in not finish. So I want to feed them. I want there to be games. Just a generally happy night. And if you would like to be a part of that, please let me know. Just send me a quick message on Instagram or WhatsApp if you are my WhatsApp, and let me know if you're excited. So guys, I think that's it. It's all about celebration. I just want you to know that no matter what no matter what's happening in your life in this season, especially where we are in the end of the year, the pressure is getting worse. I know. So many people out there doing things. There are parties, there are clothes to buy, there's food to buy. A lot is happening. Not to talk about the flood, not to talk about the threat in Abuja, or the flood threat in Lagos, or the flooding in Bayelsa and all those places. I know there is a lot happening, guys, but this is the time for you to build a cocoon around yourself. This is the time for you to be still and for you to be one with your God. This is a time for you to live in your own reality, in your own vision. You need to disconnect from what is happening, otherwise you will run insane. Otherwise you feel like there's no future, there is no need for even continuing. Please guys, I know I'm not talking about what's happening because I don't want to give a focus on that. I don't want to bring that into my reality. So as much as it feels like so many things are happening all around, please take time and begin to do things that feel good to you, things that make you feel good. Raise those vibrations. Do things that make you happy. Set the pace for how you want 2023 to go. If you are running giddy 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 this year, you will run giddy 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 next year. You need to be still. You need to set out your intentions. You need to begin to see your life and see the visions. So when I'm talking about celebrating, I'm talking about birthdays, I'm talking about things like this, it's not because I am ignorant of what's going on around me. It's because I refuse for that to be my reality. And that's where I want for you to be as well. So please guys, do things that make you happy. Disconnect from social media sometimes, okay? So don't get overwhelmed. Let's get into the party mood. Let's get into the celebration mood. Let's get into love mood. Let's get into Thanksgiving mood. I mean, there have been problems in Nigeria since January. There'll still be problem in Nigeria in December. It's fine. We will deal with it as it goes. But please don't let all of these things happen disconnect you from your true purpose. Don't let it realign your visions and where you want to go in life. So yes, guys, I'm going to be all about celebrating me in this month. I'm going to be all about shopping life. I'm going to be all about raising my vibrations. There's so many things that can make me feel sad and can keep me down, but I'm not acknowledging any of them in this month. I just want to be happy. I just want to love myself. I just want to be expectant and be happy for whatever is coming. Okay? So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do you know that our playlist is now officially out on Spotify and Apple Music? Just click on my bio on Instagram at Osa_herself and you can listen to our cast playlist. It's a bang, if I do say so myself. So guys, let's have our roll call. To all my real MVPs, my babies that have been here with me since day one, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for always watching these videos, for always listening to that podcast, for always sharing. You guys are the real MVP. And for you, If this is your first time coming across my platform, coming across my channel, my podcast, Washiri, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening to this point. I mean, it takes a lot. That means I must have said something to keep you glued here. So if I have been able to do that, please give me a thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up. Like, share, comment. And you know this time there is data in it for you. There's giveaway in it for you. So please like, share, comment. Let me know how you've always celebrated your birthday. Let me know what your birthday does for you, how it manifest for you, and what are the things you put out there every year when you're crossing over into the new year. Let me know that. I'll be watching out for those comments. Please follow me on my social platform at Posa_herself on Instagram. Share the love. Please like whenever you see me post. Like, share. See, there are people out there who needs to hear what I'm saying. I'm not trying to beat my own drum. There are people out there who needs to hear it. So the only way sometimes that you can get to them is if you like and if you share. And then when you leave a review, it let me know what I'm doing well and what I'm not doing well. So please follow me on socials and subscribe to this channel, and then like and share. I'll leave you here until I talk to you again next week. I'm sure when I'll be talking to you again, it's going to be my birthday. So until I talk to you again, keep being perfectly you.